You are wasting your time, energy, money if you put out content, create a website, hire a sales team, marketing people, if you miss out this first critical step. I see this all the time, and people usually come to me when they've done the other stuff first, and it's the wrong way around, folks. This is what you need to do first. Somebody got in touch with me because they realized that they must work on their communication skills. They must be able to explain what they do, differentiate themselves, be known for their brilliance, because they are the brand, they are the business. They're building up a fantastic business and they have to put themselves out there. And if they do it right, they become their own salesperson and marketing person too, right? Their own team. Who do they have in place already? They have a website that's already up and running, marketing people, a sales team. They have all the bits to make this engine, this machine run and tick over. But I went and I checked out their website, and I see this so often. The website is speaking to the wrong people. So instead of the website speaking to their ideal client, their ideal avatar, the website is talking to their peers and to themselves. It's sort of like the way you would write a report, an internal document. We are this, we are doing that, but it's not speaking to the pain, to the aspiration of their ideal client. I see this such a lot. And I've had people who've come to me and realized this and gone back and scrapped the website and had to start all over again. I've had people who are self-employed, entrepreneurs, and people who are running big businesses all make the same mistake. And I don't want this for you. So here's what we're doing today. We're going to drill down to the critical steps, actually a couple of things, that I want you to take on board every time you put something out to your ideal client, customer, somebody who is important in your life and that you need buy-in from, because you need them either to buy your product, subscribe to your service, hire you as a consultant, or give you a job. Okay? So back to the person I started with. The 2 steps that they missed out, which apply to you, to everyone, are: they didn't define and drill down to who their ideal client is and differentiate themselves from the competition. So it's lots of D's. Define, drill down, differentiate. The differentiate thing is really important. I mean, think about this. How many people are in your space, have your degree, knowledge, track record, title? How many people are there in your industry? So it's all about, why choose you? Why should I, as a decision maker, choose you over anybody else? You have to differentiate yourself. That's step 1. Step 2, and it's linked to step 1, it's about thinking from the perspective of the client. It's not about you putting out what you do. It's about, how do you solve a problem for your client? How are you better at knowing where they're at, what they're dealing with, and the solution to that pain? That's what you got to focus on. That's all they really want to know. Yeah. They'll drill down to the other information if you get their interest. So if you want to interest them, you need to speak to them, speak their language, speak to their pain points. So that's one thing. The company itself hadn't defined this, and the person who came to me hasn't defined it either. So this person has not defined what they are the go-to person for, what they are going to be known for. They're sort of like scrambling around, putting out fires in the business and in lots and lots of meetings. But you know what? The meetings, the way the business is run, the fires that exist, I bet you they wouldn't exist, not all of them anyway, if the key person, drilled down to what they are the go-to person for and what the company is the go-to company for. And that clarity means that people around them, people who work with them, for them, their clients, potential clients, there is clarity. Oh, we know you. We know how you fit, how we can fit in together. We know what we're about. Really important. When I speak to really clever people who haven't done this, they believe that they have done it. They believe that they have defined their go-to. They have differentiated themselves. They have spoken the language of their ideal client, but they haven't. And the problem is that they are thinking from what I call a pointy-headed perspective. So they're being very clever about it, very academic, very cerebral about it. They're not being emotional about it. And by emotional, I mean the emotions of their ideal client. That's what you need to tap into. So really, it's not about what you do, it's about what you do for them. That's the thing. It's a shift in mindset thinking, a lens that you look through. Because what you want is for your client, your potential client, to care about what you're saying, to be interested, to believe that you get them, you understand them. You are the solution, and they choose you. If any of this is resonating with you, is landing with you, please let me know. Maybe you are an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, you want to be known for your expertise, for your brilliance, and you're struggling with how to put it out there because it's about you. You know, how do you do that? How do you share things about what you know and do and you're brilliant at in a way that resonates with other people, with the people that you need that yes from? Is that you? If it is, I'd love to know your experiences and how you've tried to overcome this. And maybe what made you realize that you're not hitting the nail on the head. You know, you're not really speaking the language of your ideal client. What is it that made you realize that? I would love to know. And if you have any suggestions, things that you've tried out, share that too. It'd be good. It would be good to see how you're approaching this. My approach is really simple. I find that what works is what I call the building blocks of communicating effectively. And that's based on us being human. You know, what interests us? What makes our brain go, oh, I'm going to pay attention to this. Oh, I'm going to stay paying attention to this. Oh, I'm going to do something about what I just heard. What are those things? I've spent a long time drilling down to studying, nailing how to teach this to others. And I love it. I love it because it's just such a thrill when people go, oh, I get it. And it's so easy when you know how. Yay. And in fact, I would say this is the fundamental building block before you do any of the other fancy stuff. It's going back to basics. Okay, so if this has been interesting, please subscribe, hit the bell. Let's share this with other people so that we save people like us from the pain of wasting time, energy, money on things that don't work and focus on things that do work, that mean that you end up helping people, helping the right people quickly, easily, and pain-free, ideally. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, you're going to love the next one. Bye.